someone very important called me. 300 crore उसने दिया. I don't know how to turn so much money into cash. He did give me 300 crore, so I have to make it happen. In suitcases, in bags. I have no idea. You are someone who has bought into this idea. Obviously, parties are there, including TMC, BJP, CPM, Congress, AIMIMBA. Why are people standing from independently? It is time to go dig deep and pull out stories which you don't really see. Hello, how is everyone doing? We are in Project Omelette, which is going to be intense. Idea is to fight the 2029 Lok Sabha elections as an independent candidate from the New Delhi constituency, or whatever is left of it. This time, the objective is going to be to win. Idea is that we have to work for, how long now? 3 more years? Yeah? To design a campaign like nobody has ever seen before. And I am not exaggerating when I say this. Nobody has done this before because none of the independent candidates have the resources, the wherewithal, the cadre, or 1,000 other things to even attempt something like this. Okay. But what I thought was that there is no playbook here. Literally, we are starting from scratch. Political parties fight elections in a certain way, right? So they will gather resources, okay? Which means paisa. So they will gather money from all sorts of shady places, not so shady places, donation drives, entire machinery. There is a cadre already there who is also like helping them get these resources, right? Then they will hire teams like consultants like IPAC or someone else to like sort of do their content, do their prachar, design their posters. Then there are like sundry items that come after this, right? Which is like gaadi wale kaun hai, taxi wale kaun hai, khana kaun khilayega. All sorts of things happen after that, right? When the elections are announced, right, they get around like 25 days to campaign. So they usually focus all of their resources in those 25 days, right? Including paisa baatna, daru baatna, havas, all the things that they need to do to win. All those things happen in a concentrated period of 25 days. I was thinking, since there is no playbook, because initially when I was thinking about, I want to contest again, I was like, wait, this is too early, right? Like election to 29 May, but this is too early. Why should I just gather resources till then? Then I thought that, it's time to break format there also. We are going to break format in political campaigning, political financing, how we raise money, what we use it for, what is our messaging, everything. Everything. I want to disrupt literally everything. Because why the fuck not? Right? Fafo, we are going to set our expectations according to what is realistic right now. Okay. One is that 2029 May, we are going to put up a fight. My vision is to have at least 100 people working with me full time during that time. Okay. That will be the core team, I guess. Core cadre, core team, whatever you want to call it. Core nerd army. After that, there will be, of course, like branches out of that, which will have more people working. The second thing is I want to raise enough money to be able to do this by the end of like till 2029. And then I want to legit meet at least 70% of the total voters in a constituency. At least 70% should know me, at least, or meet me. Meeting is what I'm thinking, but 100% should know me for sure, which means there will be a lot of help required for content. There will be a lot of help required on ground. There will be a lot of stuff required for other things. And also the other thing is we will require money. Now, the thing about money and political campaigns is that the current model is that shady hona padega. I mean, let's get real. If you want to take money for political campaigning, it will come from big donors, and big donors will have something to ask from you as a favor. So they will give you money. Then later, if you win, it's like they're investing. And then later, if you win, then they come knocking on your door and they screw your complete agenda, platform, and everything else. So basically, then the donor becomes the priority. Um, I have been thinking a lot about this, and I have been trying to figure out how to defeat this and still do a legit amazing campaign. I am starting off from scratch, like literal zero, right? And it is an almost impossible task that we are going to take on because well, independent candidates are not taken seriously for a certain reason because the narrative, the current political narrative, the electoral political narrative also is dominated by political parties. All political parties, that is the only legitimate entity in people's heads which they recognize as, oh, someone will win from here. We have to change that narrative. We have to essentially take over a narrative or create an alternate one. I feel like we can create an alternate one. That is the skill that I have because that requires a lot of storytelling. So we are going to start now with storytelling. The first step of Project Omelette or Mission 2029 is going to be the independents. The idea is that I am going on a journey with Satvik Soni from Instagram, best cinemat ever. We are starting on the 12th of April and we are going to do a 10-day journey. We are going to go to Naxalbari. It is where the Naxalite movement started, in case you don't know. It is a place which has experienced a system collapse earlier in one point, and also a revolution has happened there. I want to go there and find out why are people standing from there independently, because it doesn't work on so many levels there, because obviously parties are there including TMC, BJP, CPM, Congress, AIMIMBA, all sorts of parties, right? And also, of course, there is like the CRPF, paramilitary forces, etc. Amit Shah's army, basically. Then there is the election commission. जहाँ पे SIR में they have completely messed it up. The whole voter roll is different now. Of course, there's the bureaucracy, the machinery, which is also probably helping. There's the governor and all those things that follow. वहाँ पे ये situation में एक independent candidate काहे को खड़ा हो रहा है? So when I say alternate narratives, what I mean is that it is time to go dig deep and pull out stories which you don't really see. It is a very different perspective of our electoral democracy itself. That is what we are trying to do in phase 1. That is going to go on for 6 months. And now I am going to tell you what is going to happen in April. And I'm going to show you this. This is, friends, the fundraising goal right now. Okay, so already we have raised 15,500. Thank you so much. The last supporter was Jajabar Agantuk. Thank you so much, whoever you are. Guys, so the thing is, I'm going to do a 10-day journey with Satvik. I'm going to drive myself, and we have tried to keep it extremely cheap and scrappy. We are going to try and find free places to live wherever we can, based on our network or everywhere. But here is the cost sheet right now. Okay, we need about 3 lakh rupees to do this trip. Okay, transportation is most of the kharcha, honestly, because बहुत petrol लगने वाला है और लगने भी वाली है. Meals 16,200 for 2 of us. Accommodation 76,500. This is basically me and Satvik staying in one room. Yeah, but this is it. Editing and equipment 85k. So the thing is, editing, we are going to get, I don't know if you know, but Being Human is going to edit this. Yes, I has bagged the Being Human to edit our entire show, and I am so freaking excited about it. I think he's also excited about it. I think we are all excited about it. So he's going to charge us though. So uska bhi cost isme included hai for a month. And actually he's undercharging us. I genuinely feel like it because यार सब लोग हमारे सर्कल में ना खुद को बहुत अंडर वैल्यू करते हैं. दैट्स अ सेपरेट कन्वर्सेशन. देयर इज इक्विपमेंट. सो आई रियलाइज्ड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आल्सो मस्ट हैव नोटिस्ड कि मेरा ऑडियो इज नॉट ग्रेट. सो वी आर गोइंग टू गेट लाइक सम ऑडियो इक्विपमेंट which we are going to use during this trip, because also I have to do car podcast, which I will come to. On ground expenses, we have kept 20K because we have to have certain guides with us, and I would like to pay them. There are social workers, field researchers, who we are also like reaching out to a bunch of people who can help us navigate the territory a little bit. So essentially it will be Satvik and one more person. So we have also included some expenses and miscellaneous expenses because of that, because it might be that one more person will be added to the trip for a for a few days. So then unka bhi kharcha uthana padega. So then that is it. So this is the overall budget which we have, which is 3 lakh. Okay. Now the thing is, friends, I have to ask you this. I want your help to raise this. I do. Now the thing is, you have already bought in. I want you to do some prachar for me. If you genuinely believe in this idea, if you genuinely believe that this should happen, if you genuinely believe that this trip should happen, and also it should happen in the best way possible, then please send this link, which is buymeacoffee.com/megnerd, to anybody and everybody who you think will care. And I mean this, guys. I mean this. I have to say this in. I don't want to plead with you. Honestly, I'm not begging because I don't need to. I do want to convince you, though. I do want to convince you that this is worth investing in, right? The reason why this is worth investing in is because I think it's time for, as my money man Esther put it, a third wave. What that means is that, look, political parties as a concept, I feel like, have become a vehicle for money laundering. I'm going to put it very bluntly. We saw electoral bonds. I covered it extensively, right? We saw how they cannot be audited. They can take infinite amount of money. They can spend infinite amount of money. Nothing happens to them in the elections. Candidate पे एक limit लगा देते हैं, but the election commission doesn't do jack shit when it comes to political parties. So political parties will do whatever. They distribute money. They distribute paisa. They do horse trading. All of those things. Right? I feel like it is time to think up an alternate system. And I feel like there is a chance that this might be it. I feel like the alternate system being that we have candidates that directly represent their people. The most decentralized way of doing this is through independent elections. Now, this is a wild idea, but I feel like first, for these 6 months, I think we need to collect those stories of people who you have never heard before. They will have a very different perspective than what you have heard. The narrative will be extremely different. I feel like one of the reasons why Project Anda is so dear to me is because I feel like I did not cover a story, but I managed to create a story. And I think that was only possible because of this community. Because honestly, the amount that I spent there was from the community. Now, I think it is time to sort of up our game a little bit. And I'm sure a lot of you here would be good at selling this. Legit. This is an idea. It is going to be the future of democracy. And I want you to sell it to whoever you need to sell it to. And this is a fundraising goal for all of us. All of us. Now, I am going to also I'm also trying to raise funds while you are also doing it. But that is it. I am. This is a trust fall exercise at the end of the day. See, we are doing the trip no matter what. No matter what, we are going to do the trip. Mera paisa lag jayega. I mean, like, honestly, I am already prepared for that, and I will spend my own money. That's fine. I will do at least one trip because utna hai mere paas paisa. Maybe second trip का भी हो जाएगा, पता नहीं. But it would be nice if we continue to do this, because the first trip is going to be Bengal. The second trip we are thinking will happen somewhere in June, which will be Kashmir. We are thinking of going to Pulwama because we have found someone uh, interesting to talk to there. So on the way, we might cover a few states. Third trip is me going back to Gujarat. Now that is going to be another insane trip. Again, all of these trips we are driving. The fourth one is going to be the longest, and uske liye to mere paas definitely paisa nahi hai. We are going to go to the south of India as far as we can. I'm thinking Kanyakumari, but we'll see. वो जितना बजट होगा उतने दूर तक जाएंगे, फिर वापस आ जाएंगे. Delhi to Kanyakumari would be the final fourth leg of the journey. That would happen much later this year, but that's the idea. I want to cover this much ground, okay, and I'm going to try to do it in the cheapest way possible, but उसके लिए भी पैसा लगता है. Hello, Meghnad from the future. That what you just saw, the stream was from a week ago. I will leave a link for that below. I will also leave a link for the announcement video that I did again a week ago. We have made a lot of progress in the last 1 week planning for the trip. First, let me tell you the fundraising status. You saw the screenshot earlier. Now I would love to tell you this is how much money we have raised till now. We have 1,58,150. So we are halfway covered, and my Nerd Army has done me proud, basically. They have genuinely done some prachar, looks like, and they are doing it constantly. And I am so thankful. Please, we have another halfway to go, so please keep it up and amazing. By the way, we have already like booked accommodations according to our budget and everything, and all the things have happened. We have started to get in touch with people there. Here is what we did. Now, actively, this channel has an intelligence team. Yes, I'm very excited. We have around 7 people working in this team who are doing a few things. First, they are planning my entire trip. I'm just saying that, listen, this is where I have to go. So now they are telling me what are the interesting people to talk to. Where should I go? What should I do? They're giving me context about the whole thing. They're basically doing OSINT, open source intelligence techniques. They're applying them, and they are giving me a lot of information which I will use during this trip. The second thing they're doing is they're identifying independent candidates to talk to, and they're calling them up and setting up some meetings, seeing what they're doing, whether they are worth covering, what are their stories, all the things. Then they are also helping me figure out environmental factors. What is the area like? What are the issues like? What is happening there? What are the main occupations there? Tactical information. So my OSINT desk is also on the job. They're working very smoothly, and I am very happy to announce that this is going to be epic going forward. And today is the 11th of April when I record this. It is 6 in the evening. Tomorrow at 5 in the morning, we start our journey. I am going to also invite you to a WhatsApp group. And when I say you, I mean the top 2 mega and giga members of this channel will be invited to a very, very special WhatsApp group where we will be giving constant updates from this journey, like BTS, pictures, random voice notes, me chatting with people sometimes, texting. There will be a group which will be dedicated to the Independence Project, this entire journey. The other thing we have started work on is a podcast. Yes, we are designing a podcast which will give you a very nice audio journey through this journey. so that you can follow along. That will also be released for members only in the beginning, and then it will be eventually made public. When I say eventually, I don't know when, but if you're a member of this channel, you will be getting a lot of things. I really want you to feel like you're coming with me on this, my nerd army. So yeah, I would request you to become a member and also support this project. Yes, please support, because that's the only way we do this madness. Yeah. Okay. It's time to start. I'm very excited and I will see you soon. Bye bye.